Namaste guys, Ashish here for Namaste Tech, and in this video we are taking a look at the newly launched Lava Z25. The company for the first time has put its foot in the mid-range market, which is very competitive in India, and we're going to take a look at all the features and the overall experience and figure out if the phone is actually worth the price, which is like 16,999, and see if it actually can compete or if the Lava is actually doing the right job. Let's begin with it. Now I've used a lot of phone which comes with metal build, and this is one of the phones which I really love. In fact, I would say this is very competitive with the phones like Redmi Note 4, Redmi Note 3, Honor 6X, which all come with metal build quality. This is something Lava has done really well. It's a unibody design, of course, and comes with chrome lining. You get a diamond finish, and it's a Series 5 metal back cover if you are really concerned about the technicality. Now you can see you have this power button here. Now you have volume knockers here. You get a fingerprint sensor. You have a camera here. Now when I was holding the phone and using it for calling, it really felt smooth. And in fact, the first impression of the phone, which I did show to a couple of people, it was really nice. They asked like which phone it was. Now in the front you have a 2.5D screen, which is becoming another compulsory feature, I would say, because it delivers swipe to swipe experience very good. Now the bezels in the front is only 2 mm, so you get to understand like you get more screen space. Now there are virtual buttons here, which is not one of my favorites, mostly because you have got this wide space here which really looks odd, but that's happening with all the phones. You should also notice the curves on the phones are really done right. It's ergonomic. From any angle you take, the curves are really good, and it's one of my favorite features on the Z25. Now let's talk about performance. How did the phone perform? How was it in daily usage? What about app switching and all? Now if you have been following our channel, we did a speed test, and if you have seen that video, you know the app switching of Z25 isn't a problem at all. It was actually surprising because the phone has a MediaTek processor. It has got an octa-core MediaTek processor, got 4 GB of RAM and 32 GB of internal storage. Even though it's powered by Android 6.0, we didn't find any major hiccups throughout the usage. You should also know the fingerprint sensor in Lava Z25 is the fastest fingerprint sensor, at least that's what Lava claims to be. And we can actually see the result because when we take picture with using fingerprint sensor like the selfies, it is really fast when you take one after the other. So yep, that's a good thing to know. Now one thing you should know that the speakers on the phone aren't really great. It's very disappointing. So if you are a music lover and you want to listen music over the speakers, this is something that will put you off. Also talking about the gaming performance, Asphalt 8 was fantastic on Lava Z25. We ran the game on high setting, and this has got only 720p screen, but still there was no lag, there was no frame skip. Whenever the car crashes, there's an in-game video and it resumes back to normal game. There was no lag, absolutely no lag, and this is something which I really liked. We played the game for like 45 minutes and there was little warm on the rear side, but I would say that's okay. That will happen for any high-end game. Now let's talk about camera. This is something Lava Z25 has excelled. Now I would say it will compete with all the high-end phones, but at this price range, it's pretty satisfactory. It comes with 13 megapixel rear camera with 2.0 aperture. It has got its camera sensor from Sony. Then you have got LED flash, which also comes with spotlight feature. Then you have got PDF technology and all these things. Apart from putting the camera sensor, is they have optimized the software as well. It really works well, and it comes with a bokeh and a night mode effect. Now the Night Pro isn't really great, but at least the bokeh effect was really working fine. It will show you camera samples that you can see. Now on daylight it's absolutely fantastic, but when it comes to low light you can obviously see the grains. There's no lag between shot to shot. But when it comes to night photography, low light selfies and all, the camera does struggle to find a particular focus point, and you will have to manually use it. When it comes to indoor shots, they are pretty decent. I'll give 7 out of 10 for the indoor shots with decent light around. The selfies, they have great details. Now one thing you should know that Lava Z25 camera and the Z10 camera as well both offer skin tone optimization which is actually done for Indian skin tone colors. So instead of pinkish skin, you get the right color that matches with the Indian tone, and this is something I really loved about it. Now the camera has a front flash which I really didn't like because it was hurting my eyes. I really wish that this was a little softer on eyes, but probably you'll get used to it if you buy this phone. You'll have to adjust somehow. Now let's talk about software of the phone. It's powered by Android 6.0, comes with StarOS 3.3, and it's very basic. You don't get a lot of customization except for the fingerprint. It has done a little bit, but it's again on the basic side. We really wish it has got Android 7.0 because the phones which are selling as of now, they are all coming with 7.0 or they're getting the update. The one thing which I really didn't like about is the implementation of the menu button here. Instead of multitasking, which should have been like press and multitasking, it actually gives me menu. This is something which is a little old and shouldn't be implemented. Now let's talk about display here. You get a 720p display on this phone. Again, it should have been 1080, but even with the 720p screen and the kind of glass you have here, the brightness, the overall brightness is pretty good. You can use it in daylight with full brightness on very easily. But one of the drawbacks which I've seen about the screen is because of the ambient sensor. When you take it out of your pocket and see at the screen, it takes a bit of time, or at least like 10 to 20 seconds to actually get the right brightness. Now let's talk about battery performance. The phone comes with approximately 3000 mAh of battery, and it actually lasted pretty long. On my home network, I'd use it for more than a day, and on roaming, I'd use it for like 18 hours, which is just fantastic. I mean, Lava has done something to optimize their software with the hardware, at least from the battery perspective and the performance perspective, so this actually works out for them. Now, what kind of usage I had on both the situations? At home network, I had like gaming, a lot of pictures, a lot of calls, in fact 2 to 3 hours of calls every day. On roaming, I had calls for 2 to 3 hours, but I wasn't gaming, I was taking pictures and the regular usage of Facebook, Messenger services, and other things. The cellular network reception was pretty good in this phone. The in-call audio is quite okay, but on the speaker, it's just bad just because the speakers aren't perfect. You have got a hybrid SIM slot in this, so you can either put two SIM and a single SIM and a micro SD card. Now for those who have huge requirement of storage, might want to skip this phone. If they are dual SIM users, there is no other choice for them. The phone comes with 32 GB of internal storage, which is okay, but then a lot of people actually look for more than that. So do we recommend this phone? I would say yes, we recommend this phone. It has its own drawback, a couple of them, but it comes with good performance. You've got great camera on this phone. You've got great selfie on the phone. The battery lasts longer, so I don't see anything major which could go against the phone except for the low light pictures, which doesn't really come out that good, and the ambient sensor which I said. So if you really think that the Lava is something which you want to opt in, Z25 is a great way to start with it. So guys, thanks for watching the video. Do take a look at the Z10 video which is coming up next. Do subscribe to our channel, it's completely free, and hit the like button if you like the video, and tell us what you think about Z25 in the comment section.